guys, and welcome to another day in the life vlog. So ever since beta finished up, I've already been getting requests for more day in the life vlogs. I think y'all really enjoyed them, and I am so grateful for that. And I have missed filming them. I am grateful to have had kind of a few days off of them. I had to power through the last of my finals and assignments and all of that for my second semester of college. But those are now all done. Everything is out of my hands. Waiting on final grades, of course, but that's all to the professors now. So I'm really happy to be on a little bit of a break. The summer semester starts June 1st. So I have that, in the back of my mind. And of course, there's a bunch of things that I have to do in order to prepare for that, get books and things like that. That's going to be happening sporadically over the course of the next couple of weeks. But until then, I am just completely focused on a bunch of babysitting gigs lined up as work right now and lots of business stuff. So I'm really excited, super grateful to have a little bit of a break from school. At least that's one thing off the list for a little while. So I have already been working on so many things, and I wanted to kind of take some time today to share them with you guys and show you a little bit behind the scenes, because these vlogs are just such a fun way for me to kind of show you what design life and regular life is like, outside of the more structured videos. So, I'm working on so many things, per usual, but I'm absolutely loving all of them. All of them are actually going pretty well too, which I don't take for granted, and I'm really excited about them. So, first thing, Mother's Day is this Sunday, so this vlog is going to go live on Saturday, May the 8th, I believe is the correct date for that. And Mother's Day is the 9th. So I am making something for my mom. I love to make homemade things for her so much. And I really struggled to figure out what the best thing was for me to make for her this year would be. I wasn't sure. But I have settled on an idea, and I'm super excited about it. So my mom has been absolutely loving plants lately. It's kind of funny to watch, I'm not gonna lie, but I also love it. She has a garden that is just outside my window. We have some plants inside. Like, it's getting kind of crazy kind of fast, but she loves it, and that's all that matters. So I'm going to be making her a crochet plant hanger. You've probably seen these. They are literally everywhere. I decided to try to look up a pattern instead of designing one, because I don't know enough about the construction to design one myself. So I decided to go with somebody else's pattern. I am crocheting one by Sarah of Repeat Craft with Me, but I am making one big modification to my hair just fell to the pattern. So she uses a single strand of Lion Brand Heartland for hers. Let me actually show you the pattern. 1 second. So excuse the glare, and that of course is outside. There's some big room changes that have happened, so I'll show you all those later as well. But this is a picture of the plant hanger that I am making, or at least attempting to make. So the pot just sits inside and then it hangs. Here's a couple of other pictures. Obviously, it's not super flattering laid flat, but it looks super beautiful on the pot. So that is what I'm attempting to do. Okay, so that is what I am attempting to make. Now, I am making a big modification. So, like I mentioned, she uses one strand of Lion Brand Heartland, which is honestly a little bit surprising because Heartland is a 100% acrylic yarn. And I would just assume that cotton would be a little bit better for something like this. I could be wrong. I kind of want to know if I'm wrong, but I'm sure acrylic isn't a bad yarn to use at all. I've used so much acrylic, but for this specific project, I tend to use cotton yarns for more for something that I want to be extra durable or washable, or I don't know. It doesn't really matter at all, but I have chosen to use cotton yarn. And then another thing is she is making one that is much smaller than the one that I wanted. So her base, I think she said, is like 4 inches, and I wanted it to be, well, honestly, I wanted it to be bigger than that. I didn't know how big I wanted it to be, but I went to Hobby Lobby today, and I'll show y'all what else I got in a little bit. But this pot it's one of the things that I picked up, and obviously it has some things in it right now. These are the other things that I got, but this is the pot that I picked up, and I think it's going to work a lot better. It's obviously big, and I don't want it to hold too much weight, but I also want it to look like something. I didn't want it to just be a little bitty pot on a hanger. I don't know. I just wanted her to be able to put like a decent amount of flowers, or a decent bouquet of flowers, or something that can actually grow and flourish. So yeah, I don't know. But this is the pot that I got, and I'm hoping... Yes, okay, I think it's going to work. I wasn't sure. This is my first time laying it on the pot. But here is what it looks like right now. So there's the base. Let me take this and set it aside so that I can show you. So here is the base. I am using 2 strands of yarn held together. So I have 1 strand of crochet dishy. Y'all are probably tired of hearing me talk about this, and I understand that. But I use it so much. It is my favorite. It's amazing. I literally love every single thing about this yarn. So I'm using 1 strand of We Crochet Dishy in just plain old white. And then I'm actually also holding 1 strand of this, which, I mean, I don't even know how to pronounce this. I got this on clearance at Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago. And it's been in my stash ever since. I don't know what would be a good thing to make with it, honestly. But this seems like a really good idea. So I'm holding 1 strand each of these together. I mean, this yarn, if you're curious, I think you pronounce that Sinfonia. I'm not entirely sure. It's 218 yards, 100 grams, which is about a worsted weight yardage amount. So I'm assuming it's a worsted weight yarn, even though it doesn't actually say that on here. 100% moisturized cotton. So the ply is different than Dishy, but I think it's going to work really well for something like this. And I knew that I wanted to get a terracotta pot, and I knew that these 2 colors would look really beautiful with a terracotta pot, the color of a terracotta pot. So I'm excited about this project. I'm hoping that it works out the way that I want it to. I'm very hopeful that it will. Now I'm actually kind of regretting only getting 1 pot, because I should have gotten 2 so that I can give 1 to my grandmother. 2. Darn it. I'll just have to give it to her later. Unless Mom goes that way. Anyway. Thinking out loud. But this is basically the main thing that I'm going to be working on today so that I can get it done. I say that. I mean, I could get it done tomorrow, so it's not that big of a deal. But really excited about this project, and I'm so happy that it's going well. I just started it today, and it's already, whoa, that far along. So it's going awesome. I think she's going to love it. I'm excited. It took me a while to come up with an idea. I thought about making her a pair of socks. I thought about making her some earrings, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But I thought this was a more fun idea and more appropriate for the weather and what she's kind of into right now. I want to make her earrings, but I don't want to give her those just as a gift, because I'm not entirely sure how she would feel about them. So, anyway, and I haven't even nailed on a pattern yet. So, this is definitely a little bit more doable for the time being. Now, I thought I would go ahead and show you a couple of other things that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I found some clearance items, which I wasn't expecting, so that's always super fun. These are just some little notions that were on clearance. But there's some paper clips and I don't even know what those are called. Binder clips, that's the word. And then also some pins, which, I mean, these do not start off cheap. I mean, enamel pins are absolutely amazing, but they aren't, they are a teensy bit expensive in my opinion. So I got these on clearance, and they're all super cute. So I'm actually going to be giving away, I got 2 packs of each because that's what was there. And so I'll be including some of these in a giveaway coming up. So that's exciting. I'm really excited about those. They're super cute. I'm wanting to make kind of, so something like my boho, well, I don't remember the name of it now. Wow. My triangle wall hanging, boho chic wall hanging maybe, I don't even remember. But I made one of those for earrings a while back. And it works so well, and I want to make another version for enamel pins because I think that would be so cute. Maybe like a rectangle version of that. So I'm planning on doing that here shortly so that I can get all of my pins up there because I have quite a few. I have a couple from Knit Picks. I actually just got one in my latest box as well, which is super fun, and it is absolutely adorable. So, and then I have some other that some others that Crochet Luna sent over quite a while ago. So I want to showcase them all in one spot, and I think that would be a cute way to do it. And I have the wall space now. So I got those things, and then I also got this fabric because I'm going to be making a tablecloth of sorts for this new desk that I have. And here's what it looks like. I love the print so much. It kind of ties all of the colors in my room together, which was definitely my goal. It was this, and I was going in between this and a solid gray with little white triangles. And I really liked the triangles, but I was also kind of afraid that it looked like a nursery. So I think this is the more appropriate choice. But this blush pink is the color of my walls. And then the white matches my bed and my desk. The gray matches my yarn shelves. And then all of the other colors kind of just bring it all together. So I'm super excited. So I'm hoping to get around to this very, very soon. I got these. I'm really hoping this isn't a bad idea, guys. I've put a lot of thought into it, but sometimes I have the right intentions and the wrong way of doing things. But here's my thought. So I'm going to cut this to fit the table, and then I'm going to hem both, well, technically all four sides. And then I'm going to attach these stick-on Velcro stickers, basically, to the fabric and the table, and secure it that way because I want to be able to easily remove it. And I think this is the best way. So I was going to order some off of Amazon, but these were in the store, and they weren't affordable. They were like $3. Not like, they were $2.99. So I'm thinking that, yeah, well, okay. It literally says, soft surfaces like fabric or vinyl are not recommended. Probably should have read that before I bought them. Oh man, you guys. Okay, well, I'm still going to try it because I am so hopeful that it will work. Maybe if I sew them to the fabric, which is obviously a whole nother step that I was not planning on doing. But maybe if I do that, it'll work. Because I know they'll stick to the table. It's just getting them to stick to the fabric is what I'm worried about. So, probably should have read that before I bought the things, but it's okay. So, that is something else that I'm hoping to do today. I am going to, I think, work on that plant hanger a little bit more. Enjoy a little bit of a TV show as kind of a little break. I have been gone all morning. Probably should have mentioned that earlier. I've been gone all morning, and so this is kind of like an afternoon in the life. It's currently 1:15. I've already been talking a lot, so it's probably 1 when I started. But I'm going to work on this plant hanger, and then I will check in a little bit later. I will also give y'all a little bit of a sneak peek of the room tour that I'm going to be filming soon. I am not entirely done with everything, and I want it to be done before I film that video, but I will still give y'all a little bit of a sneak peek. But that's my bed, which is super awesome. I'm sitting at my desk. Yeah, I'm obsessed. And there's like the other side. Oh, well, here. That's the yarn shelves. And then over in this corner, I don't know if you'll be able to see, you can't really see it from this angle, but like there's nothing there, which is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to crochet for a little bit, and I will check in with you in just a little while later. Okay, so I just finished the first attempt this plant hanger. I'm trying to make it look as best as I can before showing it to you. I'm actually thinking that I might, okay, well, here's what this looks like. Ta-da! So obviously it does not look bad by any means, but I think I'm going to try once more and only use one strand of yarn because I'm curious to see what difference that has. The main thing is, I really don't want to drop this thing. The main thing is the base. I think it would fit better if it was a little bit smaller. And I guess I could like eliminate a couple of rounds, but I kind of think I want to try with just one strand of yarn first. I was thinking that this pot was going to be a lot bigger than hers, but I'm not entirely sure. It is so hard to tell from her pictures. But I don't think it is much bigger. So I'm going to leave it like this and cut my yarn and finish off. But I'm going to make a second one in a little bit with just one strand of yarn and see how that goes. So I'm going to put this aside for now. I'm just going to put the yarn in with this and the hook that I used. That way it's easy to access later. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I think it should be a little bit smaller, at least in the base. So another thing that I wanted to talk about in this vlog and that I have gotten a lot of requests for are the crocheted earrings. So I have been wanting to crochet some earrings for a while now. It's kind of always something that I have wanted to try but didn't know the best way to go about it. And I got some yarn that is going to be perfect for it. And so I have tried with a few different designs and I've kind of figured out a little bit closer to what I'm actually going for, I think. So I am using this yarn, which is Knit Picks Curio. It is their thread base. This is the number 3, but they also have a number 10. I have not tried the number 10 yet for earrings. I do plan on doing that because I think that they will be lighter, but so far I've only done the size 3. I'm actually working on something completely different, not earrings. Right now I'm trying to make like a little motif, and I think I'm getting somewhere, but I'm not there yet. It's really, really cool, really beautiful. But it's not quite there yet. So anyway, this is the yarn that I'm using. It has a strand of something else, but that's what I'm using. I have a few different colors to try, and I have done multiple designs so far. Let me see if I can grab them here. Okay, so all of the earrings were in that basket. I just need to go through it again because there's too many things in that one little basket. But these are the prototypes so far that I have done. Let's see, this is the first one that I did, and it is just a little flower, and I think it's pretty cute too. I put this earring back in, so let me take it out and show you what this one looks like on. I actually really like this one. I think it turned out pretty cute as well. Flower isn't the exact thing that I was going for. I mean, it's what I meant to make in this specific prototype, but it's not the original design that I had in mind. But yeah, I think it's super cute. And then this one, I don't think is as cute. I think it just failed just a little bit. So this is kind of more of the shape that I'm going for. Well, I say going for. I have a few different design ideas, and this is one of the shapes that I want to create eventually. But this specific one, it kind of looks like I'm wearing a wall hanging on my ear. But this is what it looks like nonetheless. I mean, I still think it's cute. I really like the length. I like that it's longer, but I just don't think the tassels quite work. And yeah, I just think it needs a little bit of reworking. So this is definitely my most favorite one that I have made so far. I just really like it. I think it's super cute. So this is the pair that I'm going to finish first. And I'll probably write up this pattern, and then I'll just decide a little bit later if I'm actually going to publish it or not. I'll probably make a few pairs and just kind of wear them, see if I like the design. I definitely want to design multiple pairs of earrings, and it's something, like I said, that I've been wanting to do for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it, and I don't know, I'm really excited that I'm working on it now. I'm just trying to work through some of the kinks in terms of the pattern process, but either way, I'm having a lot of fun. As you can see, these are the two colors that I got in the embroidery thread. So I'm totally going to be needing to grow my collection because these two colors are going to, I don't know, just get kind of old really fast. I love them together, but I don't know. If I release multiple patterns, I'm definitely going to need multiple colors as well. So that's something else that I've been working on behind the scenes. And it's been a lot of fun just to kind of play around and work on them here and there and try to figure out what exactly I'm trying to accomplish. So yeah, that's a little bit of what I am working on right now. I also have a good bit of yarn that I need to organize. I kind of want to organize my shelves as a whole, but for starters, I actually moved the samples that I have made. I was originally storing them in one of these shelves here, and I decided to change that up, make it all yarn and only yarn. I'm really happy about that decision. I'm glad that it's working out so far. But I have an empty shelf right now, right down there. You can't really see it. There, I'm kind of pointing to it. But anyway, so I have that bottom shelf empty. And I have a box of yarn over here. You can barely see it, but it's right there that I need to get on the shelves. It's the unboxing that went live when I'm recording this today, but a couple of days ago when you're seeing this on Thursday, it went live. So I need to organize all of that yarn, and yeah, so that's something else that I have going on this afternoon. I'm probably going to knit for a little bit first, and then I will get to that. And that, I think I do want to record that, but it's going to be a separate video, so stay tuned for that. But I will chat with you all in just a little bit. Hey guys, so it is a little bit later now. It's about 4:30 on the dot. So I've done quite a few things. I have a new tutorial launching tomorrow. Well, when I'm saying this, launching on Friday is what I should say, I guess. Anyway, that's launching tomorrow. So I just got done editing that video and it's now exporting. So I still have a few things to do for that, but the big thing of editing is now complete, which is awesome. So I thought it would be fun to give y'all just a little bitty tour of my room. It's not completely done by any means. There are still some things that need to be organized and worked through. The next big thing is a tablecloth situation for this table, and then after that I will be not redoing, but just kind of reorganizing the yarn shelves so that they are just more neat and more I don't know, accessible and organized. They really aren't bad now. I mean, I could just like straighten them and be done, but there's just some organizing things that I think need to happen. So I want, what's my hair doing? So I want to make those changes. But like I said earlier, that is going to be a separate video. I'm probably at this point going to start filming that tomorrow because like I said, the tablecloth thing, table skirt, that might be a better word. I want that to be the next thing that I work on. So, yeah. That's on the list of things to get done this evening. Hopefully. I don't know. It's been a while since I've even sewed. And I'm not 100% sure that this idea is even a good one. So, we're just going to have to see how it goes at this point. But, let's do a little bitty tour. Alrighty, so apologies for the window right here, but there is pretty much nothing I can do about that. I could put the shade down, but it won't make it any better. It'll just make it worse. So we're just gonna stick with what we got here. So this is the view when you first walk in the room. So of course it looks so much different than it did before. It's a lot more open. This is a pretty small room, but these, oh wow, the lighting, oh my goodness. This little setup, I wish I could make that better at all, but I really can't. Anyway, so this is basically the view. So the table skirt is going to go all along this edge of the table and then wrap around this. So it's going to cover up everything under that table. At least that's my hope. It's really organized under there, I promise. Like, I know everything that's under there. It's neat in the long run. It just doesn't look neat and it adds clutter. And I don't like the look of that. But, I mean, again, there's nothing under there that I really want to get rid of. I mean, I've literally been through it all and consolidated it into that one spot. So, I want to leave it pretty much how it is. I just want to cover it up. So, I'm going to use that fabric right there to make a table skirt, basically. So, let's move a little closer. So again, this is where I've been doing the majority of my work lately. It's been absolutely amazing, and this table is huge. It's just awesome because I can use it for tutorials and photos and so many other things. And just as a standard desk, like, it's perfect. You can leave that shade string on my desk. You can blame that on my brother because fidget. Anyway, so chair, that aqua bin might just be the death of me. That is filled with scrap yarn, and y'all, I love scrap projects, but dealing with the yarn side of it is just not fun. I cannot get it organized for the life of me, so that is something else that I'm hoping to change with this next organizing step. And then this is another little area that still needs a little bit of work. So, I mean, I know it's there. It just looks a little bit cluttered. I have my spinning wheel, my mannequin, and then, of course, this 3-tiered thing that has all of my notions and needles and crochet hooks in it. I really like using that system. It works really, really great. I'm not sure if that's the best place for that thing. Originally, there's an outlet behind my mannequin, so, originally, I thought that I should leave that space very open so that I can easily access that outlet. But I realized that there's one right behind my desk. So that's where the lamp is plugged in and my computer right now. And it's working great. So I'll probably just stick with that. And then not worry as much about that outlet being accessible. And then over here, gosh, I love this spot so much. This is, woohoo, out of focus. My goodness, what is going on here? Well, there we go. So, this right now has my bulletin board. This is the box of yarn that I was talking about that needs to be gone through and put on the shelves. It just came in, so I just haven't had time to get it all organized yet. Of course, my closet. That wall hanging is either going to stay and be hung differently. I think the bulletin board is causing this to come in and out of focus, which is strange. Goodness gracious, I don't know. Okay, anyway, maybe I should not use my finger. So that wall hanging is gonna either stay there or move. Not entirely sure, but either way, it's not gonna be hung like that for forever. It's just those screws were already there, and I'm trying not to put any more holes in the wall until I really know what I'm doing, basically. So yeah, and then the bulletin board, of course, is going to be hung very soon. I'm still trying to debate where. I thought about right here and put it vertically instead of horizontally. I think that would be a really cool element. But at the same time, that is a really good blank wall. And so I don't know if I should keep it like that or not. Of course, the wall over here is really good too, and nice and blank. So I don't know. I just want a good like indoor spot to take pictures instead of only doing it outside. So that's kind of my thought process behind that. Yeah, I mean, there's so many places where the bulletin board could go. I could even put it like over here, maybe, like right by my door. I'm not sure if it would fit in between this outlet and that light switch, however, so I don't know. And then, I mean, it could go there, but that's kind of where I'm thinking I'm going to film a lot of videos now. Don't know what that spot on the wall is. We are still trying to figure that out. I don't even know what that is, but hopefully it can be walked away. So, I don't know. Bulletin board is kind of one of the next few things to get done. I mean, could even fit there. I don't know. I don't want it to look cluttered, but I need the bulletin board. There's so many things that I want to put on it that would really help me out. So, I'm still trying to figure that out. I mean, it could even fit, like, under the window. I don't know. Let me know if you have any input on that. I'm not sure. It might be the best thing. Although, honestly, it would be a little bit hard to access because the desk is pretty deep. So, I mean, and I'm not a very tall person, so I can't really reach over the desk super easily. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but obviously, you know, it's really working well. I already have projects lined up everywhere. Shocker, I know, but it has been awesome so far. And then, of course, the bed. All of my handmade blankets are up there, so it's like a cozy, comfy mess. And it's pretty much the best thing ever, and you can barely even tell just because of the way that this loft bed is. So, I am loving that fact. So, there's a little tour. Like I said, I will be doing a much more detailed tour in a little bit. I'm still, obviously working through a few things and organizing, and I'm trying to have as much filming content as I can, because I think it's so fun for y'all to kind of be a part of it, even though, I can't really do it in like real time. It's more like, doing it and filming a video and then publishing the video later, obviously. But anyway, yarn is going to be a big thing, and hopefully this table skirt is going to go well too. I don't know. I have a tendency to have like awesome ideas and then they not work out. So I'm trying to, I don't know, I just want it to be successful. That's all. And I'm not the best sewist. I try, but I'm just not good at it yet. So anyway, that is my next step. But I did do a little call on Instagram to see if there was anything that y'all specifically wanted me to discuss in this video. So I'm going to check that little poll and see if anybody has put in a specific request, but I will check in a little bit later. Okay, so I did get one request of something to talk about in this video, and honestly I think it would probably be wise to address this topic in a whole separate video all about it. Don't know what's on my shirt here. I don't know. Anyway, and that question is how I store finished objects. So this is something that a lot of people don't talk about in this little, I don't know, community art that we do, but it is really hard. Things take up space, and finished objects is honestly one of those things that I thought for so long that like I didn't have enough of for a while, that it didn't even matter, and then all of a sudden I made like 50 sweaters and did not have a place to put them. They were busting out of my closet, like it just was not working. So as of right now, let me preface this by saying this. I have used so many different methods. I've used boxes under my bed, which, obviously I didn't have this bed then, but I used that method. I put them all in my closet, hanging up. That did not work for long. I put them in like a big laundry bin, which is actually where some of them are now. And yeah, what else? I put them in one of these yarn shelves rolled up, which honestly worked. Like, it would work. However, if I were to do that on a long-term basis, I would want to get another one of these shelves, maybe 2 more, and specifically use them for that purpose, because I found that I don't really like the look of samples and then yarn. I would rather it be all samples or all yarn. And obviously I need this space for yarn because I have a lot of it. So the method that I'm using right now has been working pretty well. So let me show you a little bit. Okay, I moved to the floor so that I could kind of more accurately show you guys this little step. So under this table is where so many things are now. It's a good place to put big boxes that I don't have a place for otherwise, that fit under here. It's kind of one of the main things I wanted this table in my room for. We had this table downstairs. We've owned it for a while, and we moved it up here on my birthday. That was my gift from my brothers specifically, because it was a pain to move, and my heart still hurts for them about that because it was a pain. But moving furniture is just never fun. I'm really glad that it's done now. Anyway, so I store my samples in these bins. That is the best thing I have found so far. So in that specific one, it is samples that I have mostly made from other people's patterns. So I kind of have them organized by my own designs and other designs. I also donated a whole bunch of samples recently because I just wasn't going to use them. Whether the sweaters didn't fit, or they didn't fit anymore, or it just wasn't my style, or I didn't enjoy it for whatever reason, I decided to just say goodbye, because I don't want to have something that takes up space if I'm not going to use it. I just don't have the extra space for that. And it's hard, to get rid of something that I spent so long making, but honestly, it all goes down to, if I'm not going to use it, why do I have it? So, of course, I wouldn't do that for every single thing. Some things have more sentimental value than, like, I don't know, useful value, but that still matters in my opinion as well. I mean, there's like these little trinkets that I have that I'm not going to get rid of, not because I don't need them, but because I have some, memory attached to them that I don't really want to let go of that item just yet. So anyway, those are some samples I have 3 bins like that. One has sewing things, fabric, notions, embroidery floss, embroidery hoops, like all of those things. And then the other 2 have samples. And again, one of them is most of my designs. One of them is mostly other people's designs. I will admit that my designs have kind of taken over my samples. Again, I did get rid of a bunch, but if I use like more high quality yarn, or I don't know, just make the pattern better in some way, I don't plan on getting rid of those samples. Like I don't know exactly what the long-term plan is for those, but I do plan on keeping them somehow for at least a good long while. So these bins, I mean, they're pretty big. I don't have, let's see, they are the 58 quart size, if that helps. So just the Sterilite bins. So here's what one looks like from the side. And yeah, I mean, they work really well. I had them at the top of my closet for a while. I have a shelf up there. I now store clothes and fabric bins up on that shelf, so I decided to move these under this table. And again, it has worked really, really well. So that's how I store them. I have a laundry bin in my closet where I store handmade sweaters, but to be quite frank, I chunked those in there like yesterday. So they were not organized yet. Like that's still something that needs to happen. My closet is much neater than it was in the past, but I do still need to go through that section. So yeah, but again, I don't plan on getting rid of those. I want to keep them somehow. So in all honesty, I don't have all the answers for storing finished objects. Again, it can totally be hard. For something like socks, I like to store them in either a bin altogether or in like a box of some sort to display them. I actually have an old cardboard box that a bunch of minis came in. And so I plan on storing some socks in there because it has like a clear plastic thing on the front that you can see the socks through. So I think that could be really fun. Or even something like a window box kind of thing would look really cool too. So storing samples is hard, I'm not going to lie about that, but it is 100% worth it. So just find the method that works for you and then perfect it in every way you can. That's my little piece of advice for that. Hey guys, so I wanted to check in one last time before signing off for the day. So I actually just got done making a little dessert for tonight. I'm super excited about it. I will link the recipe that I used down below, and I'm going to insert a photo or two at the end of this vlog. It's going to be so good. The recipe is from Lisa of This Pilgrim Life. You can find her on Instagram, and she also has a blog. My mom has been following her, and she's just pretty cool. She's a mom and has like a whole bunch of recipes, so we've been making a lot of her recipes lately, and her desserts tend to be, you know, indulgent but healthier in a sense. So I don't know, I mean, I like, for example, this skillet cookie actually called for coconut sugar. We didn't have any of that, so I just used regular white sugar and did a little bit less of it. But you know, I mean, I firmly believe that food should be good. It doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Just have enough fruits and veggies too. I love dessert, so you know, I can't be too much of a, I don't know, I can't say too much about that, I guess. But anyway, so I did that. I'm actually also cooking supper tonight, so I'll be doing that in just a little bit. It's gonna be good and simple. I think it's just us 4 kids at home right now. Parents are on a little date, if you can even call it that. I think they're going to Lowe's, and then I told them to go eat out and have a little bit of alone time. I don't know. I love being old enough to just be in charge and, I don't know, be able to let mom and dad have a break like that. It's really awesome. So that's what they're doing tonight. We're gonna have some fun here alone, and it's gonna be a good evening. So other than that, things I'm going to be doing, I do really want to get started on this tonight, but we're going to have to see. The first step is going to be cutting it to the right dimensions because I had to get 3 yards, and that's a little bit too much for this project. So honestly, I'm hoping that I have enough, I don't know, excess to make a project bag, because I think that would be awesome. But I'm going to have to measure and see, because I don't think I have, like, I needed 105 inches, and 3 yards is 108, right? Yeah, 108 inches, so that's only 3 inches. longer than I needed it to be, which obviously is not going to be enough for anything. And then, but the depth is, I think, 10-ish inches larger than what I needed it to be. So, I don't know, we'll see. I don't want to waste it. Like, that's the big thing, but I'm also not entirely sure what I can make with it. I'm thinking maybe scrunchies, but I also just don't really know how well those are going to work in my hair. I've made my crocheted velvet scrunchies, and those work the best. And I also just use, like, standard ponytail holders like I have today as well. So, I don't know. My hair's weird, but it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm so excited about this project. So, I'm hoping to get that going today. Although I'm also going to be doing a good bit on this blanket, which is growing. I'm absolutely in love with this project. It's going so well. I'm kind of doing a fun little thing throughout this project that I'll be sharing more about later. So, I don't know. I've kind of gotten to intentional stopping points because of that. But I'm hoping to get that going tonight and make a good bit of progress into it. And I'm excited about that. So, that is going to be what I'm up to tonight. I hope you have all had a wonderful week. I really want to continue doing these day in the life videos, so let me know what you think of them down below, and let me know if you want to see more. Like I mentioned earlier, they're just so fun and kind of a way for me to show the behind the scenes of running this business and being a college student, and it's just a lot of fun. I'm having fun with it, so I think that's really important. Yeah. So, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Follow all of my other social media platforms by clicking the links in the description box below. And I will see you all next time. Bye!